Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the program. I'm Dustin Staples greeting you here as it has been a crisp and cold start to the last couple of mornings compared to that raw, nasty, wet rain we saw earlier in the weekend. I would rather have this than rain, and of course, maybe some of you would rather have snow. I mean, I would myself too. But you know what? We'll just get what we can take. You know, you can't be like Goldilocks. It can't be too hot or too cold. It is not too perfect either, because it's been more like cold rather than perfect, to put it as, because we have been running about 15 degrees below average for the last several mornings, and we're going to continue to run below average as we make our way towards the parade this coming Saturday and going in the start of next week. But it does appear after next Tuesday where our temperatures are going to go back up again on that roller coaster trend, looking to be a wet Thanksgiving at this moment in time. So we'll keep you updated as we get closer to the holiday a week from this week. Right now, a lot of sunshine continues to persist here with us as our temperatures go from 40 degrees, we'll dip down to 30 right there. A big drop in 10 degrees in a matter of a few hours out there as well. We'll have increasing clear skies tonight. And again, here's our average low. 40 is the average for this time of the year. So what you see at 5 o'clock is the average overnight low, and our average low is feeling more like January and early February. So just to give you a perspective of where we are with that. Lows for the rest of the area staying in the low 20s. Very cold tomorrow morning with clear skies. And what's going to happen with that? Well, if we get those clear skies, we're going to definitely have a significant frosting issue in the morning. So just keep that in mind as you're waking up. And the next, not only tonight, but the next several mornings, we're going to be dealing with that frost out there. And of course, we're going to have low dew points. Thanks to that, we're going to have dry air in place as high pressure is in control, dominating our area for the next several days ahead. High of 50 degrees tomorrow with a lot of sunshine. So consider it very near normal, not freezing cold, but normal, at least to say. Again, our average high is right around the low to mid 50s, so I would say this is a better bet than what we've been dealing with for the past 2 days. And again, breezy at times as well, as we have a influx of the wind coming in our area. Highs in the 40s, pushing 50 from down to Rocky Mount, 220 all the way up towards the city of Martinsville there, and down to Ridgeway, mid-40s up towards Franklin County. Same story in Stewart, 40 degrees in Meadows of Dan with those breezy conditions. As we make your way towards Football Friday, it is the second round of division playoffs as Martinsville is in round 2. Again, we'll be at the Bulldog Stadium. It's going to be cold, so a hot chocolate warning is in effect for us, or apple cider or coffee or whatever you want to prefer. I would advise having something warm. Dress in layers as well, because you want to contend with that calm wind that's going to be out there. We may get some breezes once in a while as we get towards the later in the evening hours as well. So as Wind Herald and all of our teams going to be out there covering the game Friday night, it is going to be very cold, I will say the least. Compared to last week's rain, yes, this is a whole different ball game because it was a lot warmer. This time it's just going to be freezing cold out there. So a lot of those football players, they have those warming pockets in with you. So you may want to bring some warm pocket heaters, whatever you want to call them things. I can't think of the exact title of what they are. But if you're heading out to the game, bring you a stadium blanket, sweatshirt, jacket, gloves, maybe a scarf, maybe a hat. Again, we like to call this winter dress rehearsal as we're getting close to that time frame as well. So we'll see just a few clouds moving in late in the evening hours of Friday, but not expecting any precipitation with it. So it's just going to be a very cold Friday night for all of our area high school division teams, whether if you're heading up, going to where Bassett's heading to, or just going to where we're going to be at this week, so stay tuned for that. Hey, Saturday's looking a little bit warmer, I guess if you call 48 warm. very below normal for this time of year. For the parade, 5 o'clock is the start time. If you're heading out towards if you're in the parade, do remember 1 p.m. is the starting lineup. I believe the starting lineup is going to be right in front or near Martinsville Middle School, near the Sparky's store. That is, I think it's still there, right around that. There's a little coffee shop in that vicinity, so just keep that in mind. So right there near the Martinsville Middle School lineup, it's going to be at 1 p.m. and again, most of the streets will start closing off early. So if you're having anything done uptown, try to get it done early in the morning. Despite it being freezing cold, I will say try to get your stuff done before 1, 2 in the afternoon. That is when the streets will start closing off. And again, we'll be out there live streaming that on Facebook, so be sure to stop by and say hello to us, or if you're going to be hanging out wherever we're going to be, we'll make that announcement when that time comes. Feel free to stop by and talk to us. Frigid is the overnight description for Saturday night after the parade's over with. It is going to get cold in a hurry, dropping to temperatures, allowing those cold overnight lows to get settled in. Sunday's not looking eitherly pretty either. It's just going to be downright cold. So if you're heading out to church Sunday morning or brunches, just do know you are going to need layers upon layer. It's going to be breezy out there. Winds out of the west-northwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour for us. Overnight low of 19. So if kids, I know a lot of our colleges are heading home this weekend, so they get a few days off. If not, they may have classes still, presuming. So if you have a school on Monday, which I think majority of our area schools are still in session, later in the week they do get a few days off. It is going to be brutally cold out there, so make sure your kids and yourself is bundled up too, as those morning lows are going to be in the teens. Will gradually hit 50 degrees once again by Monday, and it does appear that warming trend is going to likely last and through much of the weekend, and the following weekend is looking pretty wet for Thanksgiving and Black Friday shopping right now. So if you thought you were going to be out there avoiding the rain and the deals, just do know you're going to have the umbrella and poncho. Right now, things could change. But again, we're leaning towards more of a wet weekend or wet Thanksgiving at this moment in time. So we'll keep you updated through the rest of the week, and going into next week, we'll have a lot more on that exciting holiday, and especially those bargains and deals for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and everybody's favorite. If you don't have to head out to the Monday morning deals, you can get those on, or if you don't have to head out on Monday, which I'm sure a lot of us are back to work the following Monday, it is Cyber Monday. So a lot of exciting stuff underway with that event. So in the meantime, just get the winter-like coats out and leave them out, because there is some likelihood we may have an interesting setup going into December at this moment in time. So we'll keep you updated, and all the latest information will be provided here on the Neighborhood Network. Until then, we'll see you Saturday at the Christmas Parade of the Martinsville, Henry County. Again, that start time is at 5 p.m. Lineup starts at 1 p.m. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.